Thank you for inviting me. I would add to my credentials, I worked at the New York State Consumer Protection Board in Albany for 5 years and testified twice for the closing down of Indian Point. There are a couple of questions you have to ask when somebody tries to push you to move quickly on nuclear. The first one is, what is it going to cost? The second one is there any guarantee it's actually going to cost that or be more expensive? Uh, the third is, how soon will it be ready to operate? The nuclear industry has a long history of huge cost overruns and years-long schedule delays. The reactors that were built in the US averaged costing 3 times what they were originally estimated to cost and taking twice as long to build. The only new reactor built in the US this century was the Vogtle nuclear project that was just completed in Georgia. Southern Company, its owners, said that the cost was going to be 14.1 billion. The final cost is north of $36 billion. There's been a lot of hype. That's my equivalent to Dr. Ramana's propaganda about small modular reactors. All of these generally involve untested and not yet approved technologies. Now, it's true that new reactors would reduce CO2 emissions, but it would be a very high cost and would take years to build, as previous speakers have mentioned. It's complicated because each of these SMRs in China and Russia have 2 units. But the cost of them, they're the operating SMRs in the world. The Chinese SMRs cost, the best we can estimate it, the actual cost is triple what they were originally the estimated cost. The Russian reactors, SMRs, 4 times as expensive. The Kareem SMR under construction in Argentina is a complete disaster. It's currently, or latest estimated cost is 7 times what it was originally estimated, and it's been delayed by something like 15 years. This bar chart shows 4 of the leading small modular reactor designs in the US. All of them, you can see over time, the cost has gone up significantly. And this is before any of these designs have been approved for construction and obviously before construction has begun. So you can expect that the cost will continue to go up for these reactors, these projects. This slide shows the increases in the construction schedules of some of the conventional reactors and small modular reactors that have been built in recent years. The lighter colored bars are what was estimated by the proponents of the project. The darker colored bars are the actual, except for the one in the middle, Sumner. That was canceled after $9 billion was spent on it. And one of the harebrained plans is to finish the unfinished reactors there, although I gather some of it's already been sold off. This is an economic analysis I put together using data from the National Renewable Energy Lab's annual technology baseline. The highest cost line in red is their reactor cost. Now I had to escalate it from $22 to 2024. Next expensive is offshore wind. Then there's onshore wind. And you can see that the cost of solar PV and solar PV from storage is much less expensive. At least NREL expects it to be more expensive. Again, thanks for inviting me. Happy to answer questions.